I'm Scott.
And I'm Ken. Welcome to Liberty Marksman, the biggest little gun show this side of the Mason-Dixon line.
You enjoy shooting steel? Because we sure as the hell do. So, really didn't want to put out a shit ton of money buying a bunch of steel. We're not big enough to have any sponsors give us any steel. But I wanted more steel.
So what did we do? We did what a good capitalist would do. We contacted a friend.
Who just happens to have a defense contract and a laser and access to military grade AR-500. So, in working with him, we laid ourselves out to 4x8 sheets, and these are some of the things that we came up with.
Yep. This is 3/8 thick AR-500 plate, and let's give you a little tour of the new targets we have. See, we figured with more targets we could do better testing on guns and parts, which would be good for all of us. And since our range, our area for our range is huge, right now as it sits we have 300 yards deep, but we've probably got 500 to 600 yards wide.
Yeah.
And if we do a clearing between fields, we could be up to 500 yards deep.
So for us, it's a matter of having some reactive targets, not stuff that we've got to continuously go out and reset. Even though we've made some smaller targets that are resettable, but that's mostly for the handgun stuff. But reactive targets at a long distance are just the best.
And it's something gratifying at, hitting a target at 300 plus yards and hearing their ring.
Yeah.
And and shooting paper's fine for accuracy, but for your real world testing and training and whatever, hitting steel,
yeah,
is a way funner option.
Yeah, especially when you're shooting offhand and you want to just run a gun. That's one of the best ways to go. That's why 3-gun's so goddamn popular. And I mean, let's face it, it's a lot of fun.
Yep.
So these are some of the things we came up with. We've got the mini poppers. We actually had, how many cut up?
8.
8 of these.
Yep.
Now we've still got to fabricate up all of our bases and brackets and all the other stuff.
That's what we've been working on now. We're going to be doing a dueling tree. We just got to build the mechanisms for making the dueling tree.
Not just any little 4-place dueling tree.
Yep, it's going to be a 6-place dueling tree. So.
Actually, I think it's 8. You want to count it, right?
I can't count it. It's 8.
That's all right. We actually came up with 8 of our silhouettes. I think that's 18 by
20, I believe.
20, I think. Yeah, 18 by 20.
Mm-hmm. We got a bunch of drop targets.
Drop down targets. These are just going to stand on a base. Hit it. Knock it over.
We got a bunch of these 8-inch plates that we're actually going to build 2 6-position plate racks. So that's that. And then we got a litany of just various
squares.
A square and.
As you've seen in our other videos, that's mostly what we shoot at right now.
It never gets old, even
never gets old. Never gets old.
Oh, we have some bigger targets, so why don't we take you back and show you that?
And our one signature piece.
Yeah, we have 2 signature pieces.
Okay.
Okay, well, one
signature
mascot piece, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll see. Now these are the pepper poppers, or what they call the pepper poppers. This is a taller version of the small guy. Now, in just laying the steel out, I can tell you right now, I know why these are so damn expensive, because they just eat up a ton of material, and they really take away and leave a lot of scrap, so you have to be real careful on how you lay your stuff out.
Why don't you put that smaller popper next to it just so you can see.
Drop that down. And that's what they
Gives you
look like
an
side
idea.
by side.
Alright, so let's take you to one of our more challenging targets.
Alright, so this looks familiar to a lot of people because this is basically a spinner. So the object is to hit this thing and get it to actually come over.
Yep, besides the laser work, we fabbed and welded everything in-house. It's on bearings. We designed it to be serviceable. So the bearings are easy to be changed, or the shaft in case you hit it.
In case you start digging it up. What we did in our bracket is we actually welded these tabs are out of the AR-500 also. So if they take any hits, it'll still be functional. Cool piece.
Very challenging.
Still needs paint.
And now for our signature piece. We made a freaking Liberty Bell.
Well, we couldn't help ourselves because as soon as we got it, we had to just
Start laying paint.
slam something up and get some paint going, and you know, it probably took us all of like 10 minutes to paint it. But that thing is gonna sound awesome.
It's gonna make Freedom ring.
It's still vibrating.
Dude, the reverb off of that goes on for like 2 minutes.
That's a forever.
So if you've been wondering why we've been a little slow on the video release lately, that's because we've been fabricating our asses off and building brackets for this stuff. Trying to get in the field because we just want to step up our game a little bit.
Yeah, we want a range that people will envy. I mean, we're a long way from Hickox.
Mm-hmm.
I would love his range.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But that's a lifetime of collecting targets and actually doing that. We're stepping it up so that we can actually better that field footage where we don't spend all of our day resetting targets and putting up new paper and doing all that stuff. Where we can actually just get some targets out there and just shoot away.
Yep. So stay tuned. You'll be seeing this stuff in action pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll trickle it into the videos as soon as we finish up getting everything built and painted and get it out to the field.
And we might even powder coat these. We've been tossing around the idea of just buying the powder coating gun and doing it just for the.
There is a manufacturer out there that does powder coat his. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
So
We'll see. We've done the paint thing with ours in the past, and it's just kind of a pain in the ass to constantly freshen them up. I just don't know how well the powder coat is going to hold up over time either, because I've never had a powder coated target.
Yeah.
So,
All right, guys.
so if you like what you see, like, share, and subscribe.
Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. And remember, don't take liberty.
For granted.